What's up, guys? I have been no life in Rush Duel. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. I'm Full Metal Digimon. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel, and I've been loving this deck right here. Let me show you a little free-to-play deck you can play in Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel, and then we'll go over what Rush Duel is in Duel Links, is it worth it to play it, etc., etc. But basically, you are given one copy of this multi-strike dragon Dragius, who is the strongest monster in the whole Rush Duel, technically. And so, it's pretty easy to build a deck around him using Mr. Luke himself, okay? So we're playing one of our multi-strike dragon Dragius, two of the Phoenix Dragon, which you can get from leveling him up or just dueling against him. We're playing one Thunder the Thunder, which is in the box, one Triad Drago, which is free to play, Sports Dragon Slugger, which when on the field by himself can resummon a Sports Dragon pitcher, who can resummon a Sports Dragon Slugger. It's very good, these two in combination with our Draconic Pressure from the box. This card lets you send 3 Dragon-type monsters from your hand to the grave to destroy the whole field, Dark Hole. And then if you destroyed any monsters, you can resummon a dragon from your graveyard, which will hopefully be one of these two to then resummon the other one. And then you contribute for a bigger monster or just sit on that, honestly. We have 3 of our Twin Edge Dragon. This card's pretty good. It's like a mini Dragius. You can send a card from your hand to the graveyard to let this card attack twice. Pretty decent, and a dragon. We have 2 of our Fire Guardian. Almost entirely because he has 2100 attack, which makes him able to swing over Dark Magician Girls and other 2000 attack beaters. Just like our Cursive Dragon, who is a 2000 attack beater. He's alright, but with the skill, he gets even better. And the skill revolves around the Dragon Knight of Darkness. So this card, while its stat line looks kind of unassuming, combos with our skill, the Curse of the Dark. Curse of the Dark says you can use this skill if the only monsters that are level 4 or higher in your deck are Dragon-type normal monsters or Dragius himself. And then once per turn, you can target a face-up dark attribute normal monster that you summon this turn and give it 500 attack, and then send a card from your hand to your deck to give it 700 more as long as it's the Dragon Knight of Darkness. So that puts him up to 2800 attack on a 1 tribute normal summon, which is actually really good. Beats over Dragius, beats over the Kama Ruler. You actually can't get stopped by the Dark Delayer using this combo. So yeah, it's pretty good. We only play 1 level 7 or higher. The rest is all just Dragon Beatdown, Nuke the Field. We have our Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress #1 and our Dragorite as just like the best Dragon core you can play. 3 of him, 3 of him, 3 of him, 3 of him, 3 of him. And then yeah. That's pretty much it. We have 1 Phantom Bind, and let's jump into these replays here and show you what this deck can actually do. And let's talk about what Rush Dueling is in general. So Rush Dueling is like a fun, fast way to just play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can normal summon up to 3 times, or you can normal summon as much as you want during your turn, and then draw until you have 5 cards at the start of every turn. So here we draw a card, we're going to set 3 monsters and we're going to pass, which is like the best opening move you can do. Our opponent is going to summon a Mystic Dealer, which lets him discard a spellcaster to draw a card. And here he's going to tribute into the Magical Sword Ansler. Ansler the Magical Swordsman. Summon 2 Masakis and start swinging in. Now it's funny, these pile decks actually play around Phantom Bind, but my deck plays into it super hard. So here, we do this for no reason, and then Draconic Pressure, and then resummon one of these, which resummons the other one of these. The pitcher grabs the slugger grabs the pitcher. So we have a little wall, and we blew up his field. So he's going to summon a Gravity Press Dragon. Battling in, swinging, We still haven't taken any damage yet, and that's what we're waiting for. So we summon the Winged Dragon, summon the Dragorite, tribute for the Dragon Knight of Darkness, use our ability to boost him to 2800 attack power, and tribute our other monster for a Fire Guardian. Now we're going to start swinging. So we swing in for a bunch of damage, swing in for some more damage, pass it over. He's got the recovery force to draw one and recycle his cards. We still have this Phantom Bind that we haven't been able to use yet. He's going to Thunder the Thunder us, and then tribute summon a Summon Skull. Pretty rough. So he's going to swing over this. He didn't switch this to defense, so he can't swing over that. We're going to draw our 5 cards. Summon, tribute, summon. Tribute, summon, Curse of Dark, shuffle that back, boost himself. We're going to keep the Dragius for an OTK next turn. Beat him up a little bit, pass it over. And then with the skill, this remains at 2300 afterwards, which is not the worst, actually. It makes you have to summon something big like this to get over it. Or switch it to defense mode. The darkness approaches, flipping this face down. We can finally Phantom Bind, but it doesn't actually stop him from destroying us. Pretty rough. Alright, so here we're going to flip up the Fire Guardian. Summon the Thunder, reduce his monster, summon the Dragorite. We're going to tribute into the Dragius. We'll let this beautiful cutscene play. Look at this awesome looking monster. Honestly, I would build a deck around him and just Duel Links because he is cool looking. And we're going to summon our Triad Drago, which is going to let us draw a card, which beautifully we draw into our Dragon of Darkness. And without a card in the hand, you can only boost up to 2100, but that is going to be more than plenty to take this fool out. So that is your first taste of the power of the Dragon Knight of Darkness. Let's jump in and see some more duels. Now, this is a pretty free-to-play deck. You can slap this together almost immediately after jumping in to Rush Duel. Luke is the second character you will unlock, and his level up rewards are pretty good. Probably the best, considering you're given a Dragius for free. Alright, so jumping into this second duel, we have completely bricked, except for this guy. So what we will tend to do is tribute summon over and over, but with the skill I get to just shuffle one back. We have one Fire Guardian in the hand. It's not too bad. Set the Draconic Pressure for later. It's almost always better to just save the Draconic Pressure until your next turn so that you have more cards in your hand to use with it. Here he's going to summon the Dragius, activate the Double Doom, swinging in, 500, boom, 2500. That's not cool, it's half our life points, dude. We summon the Phoenix, discard to add him back to our hand. Summon Tribute, Dragon Knight of Darkness, Curse of Dark, shuffle back him. Summon the Triad Drago. Nice. This is why we play so many tribute monsters, so that we can do little combos like that. Triad Drago is actually pretty cool. It's only a 1 or 2 of, so you don't get too caught up on that thing. Hammer Crush Deal. This is a cool skill. It lets you just set this and draw a card, so it's like a free Upstart Goblin, but it's not strong enough. These 2800 beaters are what's going to do it for me. So he does, in fact, Hammer Crush our Draconic Pressure. Intense. Though, with this field, we really don't want to lose it. And he knows we're going to draw 5 cards, dude, every turn. To be honest, I lose a lot playing this game, but it's still really fun because you don't ever know what's about to happen. Me and my wife are actually going to play this ourselves with our Yu-Gi-Oh cards at home, because this is actually really neat. So for the last replay, we're going up against a Psychic Mash deck. So it's the Psychic Core, but with all the boss monsters. Now the Psychic deck is nasty. I think if she was just playing the Psychic deck, might have actually beat me. I'm gonna be 100% honest. So here he's going to summon some level 2s, not be able to search with the skill. Summon a Dragius on the first turn. Swing, swing. Doesn't matter, we all had 0 defense anyway. So it's our turn, we'll draw our 4, and we're just going to Draconic Pressure. Now here's the Slugger will resummon, and then the Phoenix can discard to resummon. We tribute, and then I realize that it locks you into level 7 or higher monsters to attack for the turn. But it's okay. Being able to blow up the whole field already, we're the only deck that can do that, so whatever, you know? Here he summons a Summon Skull, swings over our Fire Guardian, saves us some battle damage for some reason, passes it over, we draw our 5, beautiful hand. Dragorite, Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress, we're going to tribute summon for our Dragon Knight of Darkness. He's so cool. I saw this and I was like, that's cool, it sucks that he's so weak, but then I saw the skill and was hyped. And here we see the power of the Phantom Bind. When you're playing an actual themed deck, that card's actually kind of good, considering I have that many dragons in my graveyard. Do you imagine if he summoned a Buster Blader? So here we're left with just a Winged Dragon. We draw no boss monsters, but the Phoenix Dragon lets us discard a card to add 1 back to our hand. We summon the Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress. Tribute for our big boss. Tribute for Curse of Dragon. Curse of Dark. Boosting him to 28. Swing over the Summon Skull. No Phantom Binds. Go ahead, Curse of Dragon. Blast that dude. Winged Dragon. Attack. Alright. Now we're evening things up a good bit more. My guy has every good card. He has the Rice Terrace. He had the Dragius. He's gonna Lullaby. What's that card called? Lullabind. He's gonna Lullabind our Curse of Dragon. Summons his boss monster. She's amazing. She's probably one of the best cards in the game right now. I only have 1 of her so far, but definitely still playing with her. I think she's the best deck. This is my favorite, but I think this one's the best one. But here we go into the best monster. Oh, how freaking cool this thing is, dude. He reminds me of something really specific, and I cannot for the life of me think of what that thing might be. Dragius, a swing in, severing Psychic Wall, boosting his monster by 500. We should have attacked with him. We would have still won. And that's why the deck is so good. Believe it or not. Severing Psychic Wall. When your opponent's monster declares an attack targeting your face-up Psychic monster, you can shuffle 1 into the deck to gain 500 attack. But it's not going to matter now since we summon, tribute summon, use our skill, discard. We can attack twice with him, and the chances of your opponent having 0 defense monsters or monsters with less than 1,000 defense are super high. So Twin-Edged Dragon, when they start to do things like that, as you can see, is a total game winner. Alright? Say goodbye to all of your monsters and all of your life points. So that's what I'm working with this dragon deck so far. I'm loving Rush Duel. But let me know what deck you're playing down in the comments, and let me know if you're trying to duel. Get good, Scrub.